Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It is Jessica. In today's video, it's something really different, something really new to my channel. I'm really like always recording vlogs and stuff of that nature around that ballpark. But today, as you can tell from the title, I have a story time for you guys today, and it is an beyond interesting story time. Like crazy story time. Yeah, so without any more talking, I don't want to make this intro longer than it has to be. Let's get into the video. Okay, today's video is how I got caught cheifing. We're gonna have to use code words for this whole video, so use your context clues because it's family friendly. But I got caught cheifing. This is the first time I got caught cheifing by my parents at home. So let's start off the day when I copped the tree. So the day I caught the zeb, it was Sunday after work. After work, like 3 hours after work, like 4, 5, 6, 7. I caught the zeb at like 9 o'clock though. So when everybody was in bed, I had went outside to go get the zeb, and that was the beginning of the mishap. So on Sunday, that Sunday, alright, I forgot where I was, but I'm gonna go off what I remember. So I had copped, and the mishap happened on Sunday, I believe. Sunday. So I had cheifed that Sunday when I got the zeb. Yeah, I cheifed the zeb for the first time. This was my first time cheifing, like my own joint by myself. So lit that hoe up and started cheifing it. That was my first time, whatever you want to put it. Just because that was my first time cheifing, that was not my first time intaking THC. Let's just get that clear. Like, I'm just like, okay, so yeah, my first blood by myself. So that was that. I later then took a shower. Oh yeah, I was talking about intaking THC. That was not my first time intaking THC. I just never smoked before, but I had a gummy a few times here and there and a cookie. So I later then that day, on Sunday, that night, I took a shower, and then I was in my room living it up. Okay. Then I had some munchies. Like, I had the munchies, y'all. Everything was just real good. Okay, so that was Sunday. Now let's fast forward to Monday night. So Monday night around like 9:10, bro. It was early. Like rule one, don't cheif at the house. It was real freaking early, bro. Like, everybody had like just got into bed. Like, I was being a hothead for no reason, and I don't even cheif, so I was being a hothead for no reason. I decided I'm gonna take my little cup with me that had the zeb in there. So I decided I was gonna take it with me, and I was gonna go outside and I was gonna go cheif. Like, not worrying about my whereabouts, just being very careless and being like just dumb. I always wish from the moment I grabbed that bit, I wish I could reverse that hoe, like real shit. So I had went outside, and this is when it all goes down. Went outside, I turned the lights, and I lit that hoe, and I cheifed it again. So hit it like a few puffs, whatever. I was gonna burn it out. Like, I didn't want to like cheif like a whole bunch. I was gonna like burn it out because today I learned that when you intake THC, or yeah, as you continue to like intake it, you will only need like lesser amounts, because it's called like reverse tolerance. So I didn't like need that much, so I was trying to put it out, but it was not going out. So I decided, maybe this is a sign for me to keep chiefing it. So I kept chiefing it, and then y'all, the lights had turned off outside, and I knew at that moment that I was done. You're done, you know? Yeah. I just knew. And then this when I start really shitting my pants, because as soon as the lights turned on, my sister had texted me. She had said, "Mommy's looking for you, where are you?" Y'all, I was like, right now I'm shitting my pants just thinking about that whole like real stuff. So that was real scary. So this one I like, but I already had like, I was already in the process of putting out the Zeb. I was already in the process of putting it out. So this one I really like put it on. I put some pep in that stuff, and I squished that whole real bad. Then y'all, I threw the Zeb over the gate. I threw it over the gate. I'm like, oh shit, somebody is coming, and they're coming right now. So the lights had opened back up, and before the lights had turned off the first time, my mom had opened the door. She had opened the door. She had looked outside, but me, I was like behind the door. Like you cannot see me like where I'm at. So here's the door, and then like here's like this like cover up basically. So this is the door, and this is the cover up, but I'm like behind her. So you're not like, I'm not visible to the eye, and she wasn't even looking in my direction. So close. She turned on the light. She locked the door. She basically like did a check around the house and shut shit off for the night. So I'm like panicking right now. I threw the Zeb over the gate. I was like, oh shit. So then this when I had left, because I left like all my things on the grill. So I had left my lighter there, and I had left the Ziploc bag, the thing the Zeb was in. So I left it all there, and I just got rid of the Zeb itself. So I'm like literally like about to have a heart attack. Like my heart is beating the fuck out my chest. Like just going and going and going, and I'm like, I am fucked. This was it for me. So I'm now squatting. Like I'm squatting. Like I'm sitting down squatting, just like scrolling on my phone like this. Then the light opened again, and I'm like really scared. The light opened again. She come outside, and then she's now looking outside. Like she stepped out of the door to look around. So she's looking around, and I'm pretty sure the backyard smells like the backyard is loud. I'm pretty sure it's real loud. So she looking around, and she finds me. Like I wasn't hiding though. That's the thing. I wasn't hiding, and I was debating whether or not to say, I'm here. Like I'm right here, you know. But I was freaking out. So I'm here just like scrolling on the phone, and then she comes, and I look up at her. She's like, what are you doing? I said, I was crying. Y'all, I only said that because the shakiness of my voice. Like I knew if I spoke, you can hear like the tremble in my voice. Like you can hear it. So I'm like, yeah, I was crying. She said, you were crying for what? So she takes the Ziploc. She sees the lighter. She says, what are you doing with the lighter? She looks at the Ziploc. She picks it up. Then she goes like this. And that's when I knew it was over for me. I knew it was over for me. She says, oh, so now you're smoking blank? I'm like, oh, fuck. So she says, I'm gonna call your dad. she walks back in the house and I panic, like I don't know what to do. So I was gonna hide the Ziploc and I did, but I put it back on the thing because then it would just look sus. Like if she already smelled the bag, bitch, why are you hiding the Ziploc? If she already smelled it, she already saw it, like how is that gonna benefit you? So I run like across my backyard and I go sit down on the patio, I mean not the patio, on the backyard chairs. So she comes outside with my dad, and mind you, my dad was like in the process of getting ready to go to sleep. So like he's like, his eyes are like red, and then, you know, he's just like when you wake somebody up. So he comes out, he's like he is shook, like he paused, like he take a good pause. He's like, Jessica, why? Jessica, why? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And now the THC is kicking in, like I'm starting to feel it. Like I can't even take these people like serious anymore. Like not take them serious, because I was very much like aware. I couldn't feel all the perks of being high or whatever. Oh my god. So it was just like nerve-wracking. So my dad is on the verge of beating my ass, like my mama holding, y'all know how high school fights is, when they like holding you back, they're like no, and like that's what my mama's doing, and she holding that nigga back, like he is ready to tear my ass up, like he's done, he's done. Like he is like freaking out. So they walking like back and forth, like my mom is like following him and stuff, like she's maneuvering with him. She's like, I ain't call you out here for that, I ain't call you out here for that, I ain't call you out here for that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just shook. Like I'm like shook, like this is actually like happening to me right now, like I couldn't believe it. So from that part, when my mom told my dad, I didn't call you out here for that, he goes inside, he slams the door. He like slammed the whole house shake after that. Like everybody awake now. Like everybody is aware and awake. He slams the door. So he's sick. He just sick. Then my mom started asking me questions. She goes, okay, where did you get this from? Who did you get this from? How much did you pay for it? Like she's asking all these questions, like she's trying to like figure this shit out, like she's trying to hash it out. And then I was like, I found this lady off Instagram. I didn't find this lady off Instagram actually. Like this is just, I just panicked. I didn't know what to say where I found her off of, like, cause everybody like practically know this lady, so I just got put on too. And then if I say who I got put on from, then I'll have to add all these other people into the situation that got like nothing to do with them. But she is on Instagram, so partial lie. So she's like, what lady off of Instagram? Let me see the lady, let me see the lady. And then this one, I'm like, I can't do that. I can't make that happen for you. I'm sorry. Let's figure out an alternative. So she's, you know, she's still asking questions, and I'm still like, I don't know. It's a lady off Instagram. I don't know what you want me to say. So she says, when did you get this? And I'm like, when I got home on Sunday. She was like, I was home Sunday. I'm like, you were home on Sunday. I went outside. So this is when like my dad come back in outside. He's like cooled off now. Like he's still like pacing and whatever, but he's letting my mom do the talking. And he's still like freaking out. Like he's like just confused. Like I messed his head up with this one. Cause like I always like they always have to like talk to me in a way, like, because I'm always like getting in trouble and whatever. But like, he was like, this is level 10, like this is level 10, like this is over the top. Like, girl, we're still outside at this point. My mom tells me to call my boyfriend, so calls my boyfriend. And then, oh, I forgot to mention an important key part. While I was chiefing before, on that Monday before I got caught, I was on the phone. I was on FaceTime with him, chiefing. I was on FaceTime with him, and when I told him I got caught, I had hung up real fast. I was like, give me a second to regroup, recollect, and that's when I forgot I that was even a part. Anyways, yeah, so my mom says, I think you're losing your mind. So yeah, she makes me call my boyfriend. She calls him, she talks to him. She's like, do you know anything about Jessica smoking weed? He's like, weed? No, I don't know anything about that. And I don't know, I really didn't know what he was gonna say. I was low-key nervous, but I didn't know what he was gonna say. So we go inside because my mom was like tired of standing outside. There's gnats flying in her face and shit. So she like, let's go inside. So we go inside. She's like, oh, before we go inside, she tells me outside, she says, I have to Baker rack you. Like, I think you like are legitimately losing your mind, and I have to Baker rack you. Like, I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna Baker rack you if you don't tell me who this lady was and who gave you, you know, what. So I'm like, I can't tell you. I continue to say I cannot tell you. And then that's just like, she just like don't like that. So while she asking all my boyfriend all them questions, that's all she really asked him. That's all she really asked him for. I don't recall anything else, but she was still on the phone with him when she was talking about, oh, she told him that she's gonna have to Baker act me, and then she can't, this is basically how the conversation went. So,
do you know anything about Jessica smoking?
Like,
no, I don't know anything about that.
And then she was like,
I think I'm gonna have to Baker act her, like, she's really losing her mind. Like, do you know what Baker act means?
He goes,
no, I don't know what Baker act means.
And she explained what Baker act means.
Baker act means is when you go to a mental institution for 72 hours.
When me and him got back on the phone, he told me like he knew what it meant. He just didn't know what it meant by the way she pronounced it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have you stop talking to Jessica for a while because she's really like over the top right now.
He goes,
okay.
He's still on the phone. We go inside. She says, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I really don't know. And my daddy's here texting somebody. I'm looking at him like who are you texting at this time? Like who do you have to tell this to? So I'm like I'm really like nervous with telling this story because this is just like really crazy. So this is when she gets to like, you have one more chance to tell me who this lady is. Like, unlock your phone and show me who this lady is. I said, sorry, you can't do that. And then that's when she said, you leave me no other choice. I'm going to call the police. She calls the police, bro. She calls the police. So this is the conversation. This is how the conversation went with the 911 operator.
Hi, I just called my daughter smoking marijuana. And I would like to Baker act her.
I don't know what the letter lady is saying, but she had said this one thing and it scared the freak out of me. The lady said,
is your daughter black?
when she's I'm in my room at this point. Like, I cannot stand out there anymore. I'm in my room on the floor. She goes, is your daughter black? And I go, what the fuck? Why does she need to know if I'm black? I wasn't terrified, but I was like, that's a little sus. And my mom goes, eh.
Is she black? Yes, she's African American.
And after that, I had blocked the conversation out of my head. Then she had said, Jessica, get ready. So, cause I had like short shorts and like a short shirt or whatever. And then I'm on the floor. We're all just like they're all just like, my mom and my dad just like standing outside in the dining room, and I'm on the floor in my living room, and my sister's like just like, she's like pacing, like putting stuff together and shit. Like I don't know what she's doing. So the ring, we have a ring, so the ring sound came on, and the police came inside. Police came inside, and my mom had called me to come outside. Then the police had called me to come outside of my room. I had walked out of there, and then it was two black policemen, I should mention. I guess that's why they wanted to know if I was black or not, so they can bring black policemen to save the day, whatever. They were really cool policemen though, I'm not gonna lie. It was really cool. I recognized one, I think, for my job. I really like recognize his face. I'm pretty sure he be at my job. He then asks, is my mom and dad, can they take me outside? The policeman take me outside, and that's when they get to talking about the dangers of marijuana, what people don't show. Like people only show like the good, happy side of the marijuana and not like the bad side and stuff. And you know, stuff like this, they just, you know, giving me mental health facts or whatever about tasting. They marked my license. They had asked for my license. They had marked it. Oh my gosh, y'all, when I was in this room, I had ate a Snicker. Like I had a Snicker sitting right on my desktop, and I wanted to eat it, so that's what I did. And then when the policeman was talking to me, all I could feel is the Snicker nuts in my mouth, and I'm just like I can only imagine what they were saying. Like I was really like so focused on my mouth, because I just like, it's like I had cotton mouth too, and I needed water. Like I needed hella water, so I'm just like tasting the Snicker, like the creaminess. Like it was so good. Like munchies are 10 out of 10. But yeah, then they brought me back inside. They gave my parents a brochure, and then yeah, the policeman left. It wasn't like I wasn't intimidated or anything by the policeman. Like I don't know what they were gonna do to me unless my parents had told them to send me away to housing or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, so this story is a little all over the place because I'm starting to remember like bits and pieces. So they had took my phone. They had took my phone and they left it there. My boyfriend like needs an update. Like he don't need an update, but he's like confused. So I have an Apple Watch. I was texting him on my Apple Watch, and they came and snatched that bit from me. And I was so sick. But then I got a MacBook, and they came and snatched that bitch too. So it was done for me. But you know, I had an Alexa, and they didn't take the Alexa, so I called them on there. And I had AirPods, so I called them on there. So it was just, you know, a crazy day. It was a real crazy day. So they take all my devices, so I can't, you know, really do anything. So they took my car keys away, my privileges to drive they took away. I can no longer like go to work anymore because I have too much financial freedom, because I had the money to buy the Zeb. So they took that away too. So basically it's just school and home. And I'm gonna start going to church, y'all. I just need to praise the Lord, right? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say that. Like, I'm so serious. But that was just like a crazy experience, and I'm practically like, I'm on lockdown. Like, it's nothing I can do for myself to get off lockdown. It's not getting lifted anytime soon. I don't know when it's getting lifted, but by the time I graduate, I have to lift myself off of this lockdown. So yeah, Mom, when the police officers left, she's like, what should I do with you? Like, what should be your punishment? I said, you're the adult. I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I had went to sleep real good that night, but then the next morning I felt real shitty because it was just like, damn, now I have to deal with all this stuff. But yeah, I had retrieved my cell. I threw over the gate. I retrieved it, threw it away because what am I gonna do with it? What am I going to do with it? I don't know. So I retrieved it. I wavered my options of keeping it to hit it or just getting rid of it to get rid of it. And it's just really like crazy story. My mom was like, she's disappointed. My dad was like, he's disappointed. Everybody disappointed. But you know, I'm getting money up. So no, but really stuff, like real stuff. Like, that was just my story time on how I got caught, y'all. Just be safe out here. Don't do it at home. If you plan on doing it, don't do it at all. If you plan on doing it, if you an 80 person, just stick to 80s, okay? You'll be all right. So that's to wrap up today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, stay on my lockdown journeys because I'm going to start a lockdown diary series. So what my life is on lockdown, how I cope. We'll talk all about that in my next video. See you guys next time on the next video.